Montreal is visiting Vancouver tonight. Last time they met, Montreal slightly edged Vancouver out for the win. Can they do it again? If everything goes well, Montreal will be 2 points out of a playoff spot. The only problem is this game is on at 11 p.m. Atlantic time. Guess what? I'm in New Brunswick. It's going to be a late night for me tonight. Oh, man. Let's talk about it.
One more Neutrogena tantrum out of you and you're getting the gate, bud. Try me.
Let's freaking do this, bud. I'm all loaded up on coffee and hot rods for you American folk. That's Slim Jims, I think, in the States, right? They're essentially like 90% grease. I think that there's probably some meat protein in there. Anyway, my stomach is all bunged up. Let's talk about this game. But before we get into it, I got to thank you guys. 17,000, almost 18,000 views for that Brad Marchand video. Do I have to start doing Brad Marchand content? I mean, there's a lot there. I'd be okay for a couple of years. But anyway, if you're coming here from that video, please consider subscribing. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Like, I could taste it. So how about this game? Let's start where we always start. The formation de depart. So our forwards are Caufield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Newhook, Gallagher, Anderson, Dvorak, Pezzetta, Heineman, Evans, Armia. On defense, we have Matheson and Carrier, Struble, Hudson, Jacki, Savard, and finally in net, Samuel Montembeault. Cole's got to open up his nasal passages and they drop the puck. And before you know it, Nick Suzuki's going to open up this game 1-0.
Let's get Caufield forcing Suzuki. What a goal!
What a goal. Great hands. What do you expect from Suzuki? But like it always happens, Vancouver's going to score next.
Space wanted Caufield cutting in. Little home run play here. Slafkovsky back on the puck. Brings it in. Rich shot, score!
Psych! I gotcha. Slafkovsky, 2-0 for Montreal. Suzuki didn't get the assist here, but I mean, he might as well have. Then we see Newhook, and Gallagher trying to put something in. I don't know how this doesn't go in. It was a hand pass anyway. Montembeault's keeping them in the game and keeping Vancouver scoreless. And then Anderson rubs a little bit of dirt in their eye by going in offside and still taking a shot. This game never really got out of hand, but it could have. Then we see Evans with another breakaway miss. Just add it to the pile. And the first period ends 2-0 Montreal. Shots are 7-10 for Vancouver. The second period starts. Emil Heineman gets a really good opportunity, but isn't able to beat Lincoln. Monty is having to stand firm and block some shots. You see Nui get dumped really hard. Then at like 15 minutes, Pettersson takes a really dumb penalty. So Montreal goes on the power play. Sadly, Hudson botches a pass, but then Slafkovsky takes a bad penalty himself, cutting their power play short. But Monty puts in the work and he tries to swipe Slaf's mistakes clean. And after all that hard work, Caufield is going to reward everyone.
Hands it off. Suzuki with Caufield. Across. Shot, goal! What a pass!
3-0 for Montreal. Suzuki and Slaf helped out on this one. What a beauty. So we're now seeing line one really contribute to the success of the game. That's what we need. Then did anybody else see this? What the hell was that? TSN broadcast, man. They have their problems. So the end of the second, 3-0 for Montreal, 16-23 for shots in favor of Vancouver. Third period starts, and this is where things start to turn in the favor of Vancouver. Veronic, long screen shot, somehow makes it into the net.
Marcus Pettersson across. Veronic, wrist shot, score!
Then Vancouver gets a chance and then draws a penalty, but we're not really sure why. The officials just missed a penalty, a high stick on Caufield, but they call this one. Martin St. Louis very confused about the call. So after the commercial break, they play it back. It looks like Savard lifts the stick. Suter can't hold on to it, and this is called a slash.
Welcome back to Vancouver. So we're still trying to figure out the penalty. It's Savard in front.
Interesting choice. And wouldn't you know it, the power play clicks for Vancouver.
Thought about the shot. Veronic. Pettersson setting up now, far wall. Pettersson waiting, shooting, score!
That's Pettersson putting Vancouver within one. Another long shot from the point that fools Montembeault. We're getting closer to the end of the period. Montreal's making a push. Big sequence on the other side of the rink. A bunch of opportunities here, but Caufield is notably getting cross-checked like crazy by EP25. The The referee is looking right at him. You can't do that, but they're not calling it. Time is winding down. You see Gorton and Hughes looking stressed, but thankfully for my blood pressure, Matheson puts in an empty net goal, making it 4-2 for Montreal.
Matheson, one more time, open net, score!
And that's how it's going to end. Newey puts another shot on Lankinen. Lankinen makes a nice save here right at the end. It could have been 5-2. But that's the game. And what that means is Montreal, unfortunately, is continuing their push towards a wild card. I shouldn't say unfortunately. They weren't going to make it into a wild card spot tonight, but they had the opportunity, I think, to tie for a wild card spot in terms of points. So right now they sit just out of wild card spot in third place behind Ottawa and Columbus. I am very, very tired. It is past 2 a.m. right now, and I have to wake up very early. So just wish me luck, because future Whiskey is going to edit this video, and hopefully I get it up as quick as I can. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. I sincerely mean that. This is continuing to be the most incredible journey and incredible hobby, and I'm finding a community with you guys. It's really fun. Yeah, I could say more, but my brain is melting right now. So like the video, it helps me out with something. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Why aren't you a subscriber? Come on. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.